Which
सर लीगल 100 स्पीड में
नहीं होगा ये टाइम में start. While the contempt petition arises out of an order passed by this court by consent of parties, the special leave petition arises out of an interim order passed by the High Court for the state of Telangana at Hyderabad, staying the trial of a criminal complaint during the pendency of a criminal petition arising out of an order of the trial court refusing to reopen. We have heard the learned senior counsel appearing for the petitioner and learned senior counsel appearing for the first respondent. Apart from the party responsible for protracting the proceedings, it is unfortunate that the state, the trial court, as well as the High Court have also omitted to take note of the time frame fixed by this court. The state, represented by the prosecutor, filed an application for further examination and for the issue of summons to several other persons. This application was filed on the ground that a supplementary charge sheet was filed later, but the trial court dismissed the application filed by the prosecutor on the ground that the supplementary charge sheet related only to accused, and that in as much as the charges have been quashed, the reason for seeking recall was not convincing. The trial court also recorded that they were supposed to speak about their grievances at length even when they were examined in the first instance, and that therefore the petition filed by the prosecution was only an attempt to delay the proceedings. This petition was entertained by the High Court and stay of further proceedings was granted. The High Court should not have granted such a stay in the teeth of the order passed by this court for the disposal of the proceedings within 2 months. It is relevant to point out that the first respondent was examined in the chief long after the filing of the supplementary charge sheet. She was cross examined on later. After conclusion of such extensive cross examination, the prosecution reported no re examination. Similarly, the first respondent's mother was examined. She had also gone through chief examination, cross examination. These two witnesses were also examined during the very period of time. It appears that after the recording of evidence of all prosecution witnesses was over, the trial court closed the evidence on the side of the prosecution and posted the case for questioning under section 313. The questioning under section 313 was also over. All of them are aggrieved persons, and hence they should have spoken about all the facts even in the first instance. After having prevented the first petitioner from traveling to United States by inviting an order on consent before this court, neither the parties nor the prosecution should give any room for suspicion that they are protracting the proceedings. Our attention was drawn to the certified copies of the deposition where the trial court has recorded the demeanor of these witnesses. We do not wish to make any observation regarding the same lest it may prejudice the outcome of the trial. Suffice it to point out that any attempt to overreach an order of this court passed by consent should be discouraged and deprecated. Therefore, the order of the stay granted by the High Court is liable to be vacated and the trial directed to be proceeded. The contempt petition, in our considered view, can be closed without going into the rival claims. The trial court is directed to proceed further with the trial of the criminal case from the stage where it got struck due to the stay order of the High Court. The trial court may endeavor to dispose of the matter within a period of 2 months. In this appeal, the appellant New Delhi Municipal Council is assailing the order passed by review application by which the application filed by the appellant seeking direction to the transport authority to register the water tanker or trucks for essential services was rejected. In the pending appeal, an application is also filed by the appellant seeking the Transport Department of Delhi be directed to register 20 numbers of BS4 complaint diesel driven water tankers purchased by the appellant. The above appeals and applications seeking such direction for registration of the vehicles are filed in view of the restrictions stipulated in the petition. However, as and when the need for registration of vehicle arose, applications were filed before this court since applications seeking registration of three types of vehicles being used for essential public utility services were made. This court directed the Environment Pollution Control Authority to scrutinize the pending cases and submit a report to this court so that a common order could be passed. In view of such direction, the Environment Pollution Control Authority has filed its detailed report. In the said report, the Environment Pollution Control Authority has referred to the pending applications inter alia relating to the appellants herein named New Delhi Municipal Council and Delhi Cantonment Board. After taking note of the application, the Environment Pollution Control Authority has referred to the details of the vehicles, fuel type, date of purchase, the details relating to the uploading in Vahan portal for temporary registration or reasons for not uploading, and as to whether or not the petrol variant of such vehicles was available at the time of purchase. Considering the above recommendations and on taking note of the fact that the water tankers are used for the public utility and essential services, the prayer made in the appeals are liable to be allowed. As noted above, the details of the purchase made by the applicants in these applications was not a part of the consideration made by the Environment Pollution Control Authority and as such is not contained in the report. However, the yardstick as applicable to all other cases will not have to be made applicable herein. In that view, a perusal of the details would disclose that the two vehicles were purchased lately. This court had observed that insofar as CNG vehicles are concerned, there cannot be any valid objection for the registration of the vehicles as the emission from these vehicles is within the limits and had directed the vehicles to be registered. Hence, both these applications are liable to be allowed. To engage themselves in the said business, the applicant has purchased 3 goods trucks and have obtained temporary registration certificates. The applicant contends that the National Green Tribunal had directed conversion of buses, coaches and other vehicles plying at the airport to CNG fuel within 6 months from the date of order. This court, while modifying the said order of NGT, had removed the words other vehicles. Insofar as the vehicles purchased by the applicant, it is pointed out that since they are designed to carry highly inflammable product, CNG and petrol fueled engines cannot be used as per the norms of the government. The said hydrant dispensers are heavy duty vehicles and are diesel powered engines so that they can generate sufficient torque for the vehicles to supply required power for its multiple functions. It is also stated that the sophisticated and costly equipment are mounted on BS4 compliant vehicles. In that light, the applicant is seeking registration of the vehicles. Hence, an exception is required to be made.